Morning, ladies and laddies. So, today marks the first of a line of pickups that I got involving gaming and other things that I feel necessary to talk about that I got. So, basically, where it starts is I work at a McDonald's. I make about $700 every 2 weeks. $300 of it goes to school, $100 of it goes to a savings fund, and $300 of it is just kind of mine. So I either budget it out towards like some bigger projects, or I just kind of spend it that week on something that I like locally or some other miscellaneous stuff. But this is about the stuff that I did get in the current month. So, kicking it off right, Ring Fit Adventures. Now, this is a game I've been eyeing for a little bit since around when it came out because I think it was around like January maybe when I started like actually considering getting this. But I think I was no, it might have been March because that was when the Mario Game and Watch was around. Well, it's sorry to go off topic. Do you guys find it weird that Nintendo was like, "Oh yeah, we're only going to be selling these retail until March 31st or whatever it was the end of the Mario anniversary." But like I still go into Best Buy and like Target and other places, and there are still Mario Game and Watches, like somewhere between 10 and 20 of them. It's weird. But anyway, so Ring Fit was like around 80, and I kind of passed up on it for a while. But this month, I found this like pre-owned for like $42 at my local game store, and it's like I had the box in like really pristine condition. Like it looks so good, and like it still has like the case, the ring and the strap. I have them like kind of attached with each other. I like to keep stuff separate when there's like the bigger boxes and stuff. But yeah, I mean this looks cool. Like I like how the box and the case differ, where it's like, you know, she looks so confident that she's gonna beat this like bro demon, and then like in this she's kind of like, what did I get myself into? Well, yeah, I got Ring Fit Adventure. I'll probably do something with it at some point because if I understand it right, I haven't looked anything at all into it yet. But from what I understand, it's like a turn-based RPG, but like to do attacks, you have to do like certain workout moves and stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm always a fan of my turn-based RPGs. All right, and up next we got from that same location. I got you know number of stuff. So I decided that if there was an opportunity to get into Scribblenauts somewhere around now and not too far off would be a good time. So I picked up Scribblenauts, and like I'm kind of lazy now when it comes to these stickers, just because they're so annoying to remove, and I buy like a game or two a week. Well, actually, it's probably closer to three. Depending on price range, of course. Like, I mean, this was like $5. This was like $8. So it's like, I can get a number of these, but like getting these stickers off is super annoying, and most of the time, the stickers are still on afterwards. So, yeah. But I got Scribblenauts, which is cool because they're like, I've always been curious where it's like you write the thing and then it kind of pops up, so it's like you almost get like a spell book of things that you can use, and then you write it down, or I'm gonna have to look into it at some point. But I got three of them right here. I got Scribblenauts Unlimited and Unmasked. I got Boogie because why not? So the case is a little beat up, but I could probably just swap it out because I have a couple other PlayStation 2 games that I could probably get away with swapping out because who cares about Rebel Raiders? But yeah, this right here, I was like, it can't be that bad as a Dragon Ball Z game, but like, if I understand it right, there was like, this is probably one of the worst 3D Dragon Ball games, so $6, why not be disappointed? Alright, Punch Out. So, Punch Out is a game I've always been interested in. And like, so for Nintendo Selects, I don't mind Nintendo Selects mainly because well, one, they're kind of cheaper overall, and I think if you're kind of going backwards to collect stuff, Nintendo Selects isn't a bad route because it's kind of cool in a way to be like, oh yeah, here's all the Nintendo Selects, the player choices across, games and stuff. But yeah, I could see how it'd be annoying to like, you pick up your Switch games, Breath of the Wild, and all that other stuff, and then they release the Nintendo Select, so if you want to be consistent, you have to like pick up all of those Nintendo Selects, or just like have a mismatched collection. I can see how that gets annoying, but my goal is to at some point when it comes to retrospective collecting, get Nintendo Selects, Player Choice, uh, what are other names? Yeah, well, I'll stick with Player's Choice. And then I got New Super Mario Bros. U plus Luigi, and it's cool. Like I didn't know they were actually on the disc. I thought it was DLC, but uh, yeah. Right there. Yeah, there we go. So a little closer there. Yeah, you got Mario U and Luigi. No, Luigi Bros. U. Like it's not Bros. It's literally not Bros. But yeah, I got this because if I understand it right, there really isn't new stuff to the Switch version other than like you can play as Nabbit, which is like invincible, and you can't trade him out for one of the the Toads, and then like you have Toadette, which the Bowsette meme, that's where that came from. So I don't know. I think the Wii U version will be a better one to play because Super Invincible mode just does not sound super fun. And at some point, I bought Donkey Kong on the Wii U, kind of for similar reasons. Alright, so here's some territory that we're pretty familiar with. Like, all of this territory we're familiar with. Like, we got Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, which I've been streaming for a while. And I'm gonna keep streaming it until I don't even know when the win condition. Like, I don't know if it'll be when I have the entire town developed, or I just kind of get all the emotes. Although I think all the emotes kind of sound pretty completionisty, and I'm not a completionist. Then we've got Whiskey, which I made a video about it that really could have just been a 20-second joke that I'm old enough for whiskey. So play Whiskey. Ignore this, is not for everyone. And then I got Mad World, which I know as one of the few M-rated games. It's got a black and white comic-y style, and, well, blood splatter is the only bit of color that you're gonna get from this game. Yep. Back in the box. Pretty cool. So I just bought a case of Super Mario 3D Land because I played it because my friend let me borrow it, and I'm doing a video on it at some point. I really like it, but I didn't know if he had a case for it or not. And instead of asking him, I just bought it. And well, he did. I should have known because like he and I both do the thing where it's like when we lend a game, like DS, 3DS, Switch, or whatever, we just give the cartridge and keep the case. I think part of it is, or like the hostage trading. Like if he wants to borrow something from me, I basically take a thing from him. It's not that I don't trust him; it's just I don't trust anybody. So, and it's enough trust to do it in general. But yeah, so I find that interesting. And like, my goal is to buy one of each 2DS. So I'm sure in bundles they'll come across Mario 3D Land eventually. So, uh, actually, that could probably be my next thing. I bought a 2DS bundle. Uh, I don't know if you guys watched my Mario Party Island tour. I think that's my most successful video at this moment of recording. But Mario Party Island tour has a specific map that requires 3 people or more. So let's just say that I have two 2DSs right now and a 3DS. 3DS for recording, and then the two 2DSs as a thing. I'm going to record that sometime around the end of the month. Maybe it'll be a September release, but either way, there's the 2DS, and it came with 7 games. 2 of them downloaded on here. Link Between Worlds, because I needed another copy of that, and Super Mario 3, which I have the NES Online for that. But if I ever really wanted to play it on a, handheld, well, actually, handheld offline, well, because the Switch, you could take it out of the dock. I keep forgetting you can do that. Yeah. Yeah, the world's my oyster. Go for it. I could play it on this. And then I mentioned it came with 7 games, 5 of them physical, so I got Brain Age 2. Oh, Brain Age 2, a second copy. Where I was just kind of storing it in here because I got this in a different bundle that came in June. But yeah, Brain Age 2. Brain Age 2. That doesn't fit, but I still need to get through the first one. And then we got Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. Oh. So, hooray for relevancy. Then we got ourselves Luigi's Mansion 2. Dark Moon. I guess technically it's not 2. It's just Dark Moon. But it's the second in the Luigi's Mansion series. So that's cool. And then I got Zelda Ocarina of Time and Zelda Majora's Mask all in this one bundle as well. And it's like they all just came in like as the cartridges, but like I'm not super upset on that if I'm getting one heck of a deal on it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get them individually like that. So yeah, maybe at some point I'll either find some more good deals on, the game with the cases and find some way to sell off just the cartridges, or it'll be kind of a thing where I just buy the cart or buy the case. I don't know. But it was basically like, I got this deal for like, I think it was like $80 or something like that. So it's like, this plus this. Okay, now you got the rest of this stuff, for free in value, I guess. Because like, you could probably buy just a 2DS for 60 if you're really looking for it. But yeah, and then oh yeah, it also came in this really cool case. It has some good stuff. Yeah, but it's like uh it really only holds 3 games and some accessories, so it's like it's alright as a case, but hey, maybe I'm spoiled from my like super mega Switch case that holds like 20 games, but regardless, this goes really well on the Zelda shrine. And I'll do a game room tour at some point, but it'll probably be when I get a certain amount of games to where I have to rearrange everything. You can kind of see this stuff for yourself. Oh, and I probably got this month, but I can't confirm either way, so I'm just gonna leave it because I think I've got enough stuff for this month. And I might do stuff on that at some point. Um, let's see other stuff I got. So, limited run games. Uh, so I got my first look at limited run games sometime in January because of the Nintendo Direct that came out around then, and I decided to get my hands on Has Been Heroes 1 and 2 because I think that's a good investment in the future, as in not necessarily, oh, I'll sell this a lot for in the future. It's, oh, I don't have to spend that much money in the future to get these, so get them now kind of mentality. It's a better way to look at it, especially if you're like, you really like the collecting stuff. And then finally, well, oh man, it's not that climactic because I already made a video on it. But, alright, so I got ARMS. Finally, yes. I know that I got excited for ARMS before it came out, and I did my one drawing video on that. And I only got it until now. So, yeah. So I got this game, uh, largely because my mom was actually interested in playing this game. And since I'm kind of a mama's boy, I was like, alright, give it a shot. So I got the game, and then it was like, oh yeah, you need another set of Joy-Cons. Well, you don't necessarily have to have another set of Joy-Cons. Like, I could realistically play off of this, and she could play off of Joy-Cons, but like, we'll go for the full experience. So, I bought these, I bought these Fortnite controllers right there. I was originally gonna go for the red and cyan ones because I really like that color scheme, and I kind of regret buying the gray Joy-Cons because I don't know. I was definitely a little bit more different of a person back then, but now I'm like, yeah, it's color. But you know, hindsight's 2020, and it's 2021, so gotta get over it. So while I was there getting those Fortnite controllers, or I guess controllers in general, it just happened to be Fortnite controllers. I didn't know there were Fortnite controllers. I was just getting controllers. But while I was out there, I noticed this. I'm not moving it because it looks good where it's at. But I, I was like, oh, I thought this was like a limited release. But it clearly says special edition on it, so I guess that's what I get for not reading the box. But I was like, I really want to get my hands on this. And this is like an example of stuff that I've been saving up for. Like, you know, putting like 50 to 100 away depending on what I'm interested in getting that in that 2 week segmented period or whatever. Uh so yeah, I decided to go with that because I was like, in my head I was like, okay, do I want to buy like a PlayStation 3 or like a Sega Dreamcast? You know, I was grasping for straws. Maybe it's like Xbox, original Xbox One S. I don't. But like, you know, the thing with getting those consoles, it's like I'd basically only be giving myself room to play like, you know, 5 games I was actually interested in on those consoles. So I thought that like this was way cooler, so might as well go for it. And I did. Yep. Big ol' collection. Anyway, thanks guys so much for watching. stay tuned for the August 2021 pickups because, well, in addition to the normal bits of income, I also have birthday money because my birthday was on the 31st, but my brother, he was born on the 7th, and we just celebrate our birthday together because that's one less party that we need to invite my grandparents for. So, yeah, just put it into one holiday, sure, why not? So, I'll have the stuff from that. Like, comment, subscribe, that original YouTube end trope. Follow my Twitter because I want to do, like, well, one, get announcements on stuff because I'm a little bit haphazard on scheduling. Uh, Monday and Wednesday seem good for streams. The occasional one Wednesday, depending on if I need a break or work on stuff. So I'd like to, leave those announcements there. Maybe do polls on stuff. Just kind of stuff like that. If you are interested in that, go there. Until I get the community tab, then I'm not really sure what I'll do with Twitter, but I don't. Yeah, I'll just plug that. Sure, yeah, Twitter. Uh, anyway, take care, guys, and see you next video.